there for toys, but this is TNT Tuesday Night Tussle with Drost Beef, BJS Figs. And if you don't know by now what we do, we talk current wrestling, we do other stuff. We're doing a fantasy booking tonight of the Royal Rumble 2005. Yes, we're Vince Boo, both his quads out. And then we're going to talk a little stuff at the end. So, welcome in everyone. BJS Figs, how you doing, my man?
I'm doing great. What's up, everybody? It's TNT Tuesday Night Tussle, your favorite night of the week. We got another great show planned for you guys. It's Royal Rumble season. It's my favorite time of the year. I'm pumped up, ready to go.
Mine too. Ryder, welcome in. And guys, if you don't get to catch it all, this will post tomorrow around 9, 10 o'clock, something like that. But we're just going to jump in and get started because we got a lot of stuff to get into. So, what we normally do is we go from SmackDown and then the Raw. Now, if there is PLEs in between there, we do, but we don't have none. We will have next week. We got Saturday night's main event coming up. And then next weekend, we got the Rumble. So, what we're going to talk about is SmackDown. What did you think about the McIntyre promo?
It was okay. It wasn't nothing great, but I'm okay with it. I don't know. I'm scared of where this is going because I'm just really worried about Sammy taking that belt away from him.
I am too. And I want to ask another question before we get off of McIntyre, but I thought it was good and all the fans and stuff saying you deserve it. And then the way he turned it around and still played the heel role, you know.
Right.
So I thought it was good, but I feel you. It's not going to be right if they do let Sami Zayn take it right off of him. I don't know why you would do that, but for some reason, they dig the whole Sami Zayn thing. I don't. But the question I want to ask before we skip to something else, do you think McIntyre is a better heel or a face?
I think he's a way better heel
I
than a
agree.
face. Even though the
I agree.
fans like him, like as a face level, he's popular. But yeah, his better work is being a heel.
I agree. But they need to get him away from he doesn't need to go back to all that, oh, you screwed me, these people screwed me stuff. Let that go and just be a badass. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
What's up,
What's up,
812? How we
A12?
doing, man? Welcome in, everybody. Juan, Nathan, come on in, guys. All right. So Randy Orton defeated the Miz, which definitely should have happened. Um, I don't know if I agree with Miz still being like up in the mix right there. I mean, I guess it's okay if you want him to be the patsy and the one to take the falls to move on to somebody else to set something up. But nothing against the Miz. I think he was great, and I've always gave him props for doing what he said he was going to do. But I think it's just time to kind of move away from the Miz.
Yeah, I've been saying that too in the last couple of weeks. Miz is great. He had his run, he had his time, but I mean, it's past. He's towards the end of his career. I get why he's sticking around, but he doesn't need to be in the main picture, like you said. He can be working in the mid card or with some of the younger guys.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he should be a coach or something, or maybe he could be a GM or something. But I think when people see him come out now, it's like you already know he don't have no chance of winning. And most people, like me, I think, are thinking in the back of my mind, why are we wasting time on this guy now? Not to take away what he's done before, but it's just,
Right.
you know. All right. So Orton got the win, which should have been. I guess it's always good to see Miz get RKO'd, but you know, this one I'm a little curious about. Trick Williams defeating Matt Cardona. Now, I understand they want to push Trick, but you just brought Cardona back. And then you have him in this stuff with Kit Wilson, and Kit Wilson is, I don't know if he's actually beat him or got over on him or whatever, but I'm afraid Matt Cardona's not going to get the push we think he's going to get, guys.
Yeah, I absolutely agree with that. I mean, I get it why you push Trick and you give him the win because he's one of the hottest things going and you're trying to make him be that guy. But at the same time, like you said, you just brought Cardona back he's pushing like he wants to be going in the big title picture. But then if you make them lose already, it's almost like they're going to kind of start burying them.
I know, and that's what I'm afraid of because I think you could get a year or two good push of Cardona being up there. I ain't saying he has to have the title, but at least have him in that title picture, not in the IC picture, not in the US title. Give the guy his props for what he's accomplished before and everywhere else, you know? But I'm afraid he's just gonna get buried. But we'll see. I mean, don't get me wrong. Trick Williams deserves a push. I think he's doing all the right things. It's just when you kind of see that, it's like, okay, what are we doing? Because you didn't have to put him in that spot, you know.
Right.
But who knows what Triple H is booking anymore, guys? I think when we thought Triple H was taking over, by everybody was like, "Yes, I'm ready for this. We're tired of Vince," and he showed us decent stuff for about a year, and then it kind of just, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not taking anything away from him. His booking has been really bad as of late, but I still wonder how much of TKO is to blame for this booking is too.
Yeah, and I'm afraid of that. I'm afraid that Triple H has really become that yes man, and I don't want to say that. I mean, he's always been that his whole career, but it just seems like that even more now. But not gonna bury Triple H right now. That is not what we're doing. We can
What's up,
save that for
Andrew? What's
another
up,
show.
Ryder?
We can save that for another show. How you doing,
Yeah.
everybody? Welcome in. All right, Damian Priest defeated Solo. Uh, to me, Damian Priest has the look, but I just haven't got it. Ever since he left NXT, and really especially since he left. Blah, blah. Sound like Matt Cardona now. Take a shot. I really think that it just hasn't jailed. I don't know what it is. I mean, they tried to put him over with some wins against McIntyre and Malachi Black or Alistair Black or whatever his name is, but I don't think it's holding. And Solo's been buried already anyway. I've said that, which once Jacob got there, it kind of declined for him. But I think you can still get some use out of these guys, but I just don't know exactly what you need to do to get there. Now, is that the right call having Priest go over Solo or not?
Well, the thing is, I was real big on Priest. He made me a fan when he went on his title run. I was impressed with him, but you are right. Now all of a sudden it's just like he's went pretty stale and I don't know, it's just not working for him, so they definitely need to like revise him and figure something out. Um I'm a little biased. I'm a Solo guy, but at the same time, that's not working for him and the bloodline either. So those two guys, they just need to figure out for both of them. So I mean, Priest going over, that's okay with me because he's been a world champion before, so it makes sense.
Gotcha. Yeah, I mean, I guess I agree because, Solo's got that other stuff going with the Wyatt Six, which isn't going anywhere. It's not doing anybody any favors, not getting anybody over. Last but not least, on SmackDown, Sammy defeated Ilya. We all know why this happened. We're afraid this is leading up to something that we don't want to see. But I know where they're going, but I disagree. I don't think Ilya should have lost to Sammy.
Yeah, I agree. Especially Ilya just coming back. I mean, he needs that win more than Sammy does, and it just I would rather Ilya went over in my opinion.
He needed that win to get back up there, so maybe he could re-challenge Carmelo. I mean,
Right.
I didn't really like the run that he was having anyway as champion, but if that's the guy you decided to push, I just don't like how they just flip flop so much. You act like you're going to give this guy a push, and then 2 weeks later, you're not doing nothing with him. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I don't always agree with who they're pushing, but still, let it pan out. All right, let's jump into Raw, which you was there with me. I think we watched Raw together, and oh man, it was gritting my teeth to get through the show. If anybody liked it, hey, that's fine. But I did not much care for this show. We start off with Becky Lynch versus Mono Girl. Now I know a lot of times when they play this early, some people see it, some people don't. I did not watch it earlier, but as soon as I seen Natalia come out, I said, guys, I have not seen this, but I can already tell you just because I know how booking is. If Natalia's out there, she's turning on Mono Girl. And I don't think this needed to happen. I mean, are they really going to do anything with Natalia?
No, and I was the same way. When I saw it, when she came out, I could read it too. I knew it was coming, and yeah, like you said, her and Natalia. I mean, that feud does nothing. Neither I don't see either one gaining anything from it.
Nothing. Doesn't draw a dime. Now if that was a way to try to get her and bring Natalia back in the picture, but you should have done it the other way, you know. But you could have let her help Maxine and then say, "Well, I'm the reason you won," and then she goes after it and gets the title. But it's not that hard to book, you know. All right. Uh, then we had a little decent back and forth words and stuff with Gunther and AJ. Where do you think they're going with all this Gunther and AJ? Do you think it's going to lead up to Gunther retiring him too? Or I actually think they're leading up for some way that either AJ's going to hurt his leg in this matchup at the Rumble, and then that's going to cause Gunther not to compete, and be able to win it. And so then he's going to be more ferocious after AJ. I mean, that's the way I would book it. So I don't know. But what are your thoughts?
Right. Yeah, I do. For whatever reason, WWE's picking Gunther to be this top guy to retire everybody with this character, and I think they are using him to retire AJ. I mean, it's definitely not going to happen at the Rumble because with that career versus AJ's not going to lose. They'll find some way to get him out of it, but eventually, I think Gunther will retire AJ.
Gotcha. But do you agree with what I said? They may use that to a way to get Gunther from winning the Rumble
Yeah, yeah, I definitely agree with that, and I could see that happening too.
and make it say like he tore his quad or
Right.
something with the calf crusher or something. Hey, welcome in everybody. 420, everybody else that's in here, guys. We will get to you. We just get busy with the show. Then we had the Luchas versus Division. Why? That's the only thing I have. Why? I mean, I just didn't get it. I don't think it works. Nothing against the Luchas. I think they're great, but I just don't think it fits with the guys that are in the ring. And then there's something going on. Something is going to lead up to this stuff with what's the general manager's name?
Adam Pierce.
Adam Pierce. And I said this a couple weeks ago. I said, watch, what if they do an angle to where he keeps getting involved and they get him fired and Paul Heyman becomes the general manager and then puts his guy over like that?
Right.
I
Yeah,
could see him doing something like
I like that, and I would actually love Paul Heyman to be the general manager of Raw.
that. But that's just where it looks like it's going for me. But yeah, I'm not going to talk much more about it. If you got anything else to add, I was not impressed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not really impressed either. Like I said, you got those big guys in there with the little guys, and nothing against the luchadors. They're awesome. They're fun to watch, but and then Ray is just not a good pairing with them. I know why they do it, but man, he is just so old, over the hill, and nobody wants to see him anymore.
Yeah, and that's what I was saying on the show. I mean, even Bronson Reed was having to slow down to try to keep pace. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Ray just doesn't have that extra gear anymore. But I mean, like we always say, Father Time's undefeated, man. I mean, I think
exactly.
he's went 3 more years longer than he should have. So
Right.
all right, then El Grande versus Evans. There's nothing to talk about this
Woo.
match except for I hope Javon Evans is not really hurt or at least hurt bad. This guy just gets called up, just starts getting a push, and man, already sidelined. You know,
Yeah, from and I agree, but from what I've read, it sounds like he really is hurt. It doesn't say how bad or how long, but it does sound like he has some type of shoulder injury.
and how many have we seen of those lately? It's
Yeah,
because the style that these guys are doing. You
yeah,
know, and why are you wasting these spots? It's not even a WrestleMania moment. It's on a goddamn pre-taped Raw that nobody's probably watching anyway because the rest of the show is crap.
exactly.
Man, these guys just got to take better care of themselves because I'd hate the guy's career to get stopped because of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too.
And because I think he's got a good ceiling. I mean, I don't know if I see him as a world champion or nothing, but I see him being a great intercontinental, a tag, a U.S. champion, all that kind of stuff. All right,
Absolutely.
let's get to the main event: CM Punk versus Finn Balor. The match was okay. I don't know why Punk had to take the coup de grace because if you're not going to lose, why even take that spot?
Right.
You make that guy's finish look bad, and you know, Finn, Finn only got that for two reasons. One, they were over there in Ireland, and two, he had said his name. Otherwise,
Yep.
Finn Balor didn't have no business being in the title picture. But uh, I'll let you say, and then I'll add one more thing. What do you have to add with that?
Yeah, I was not big on that match. I thought it was pretty boring. Um, I agree with you 100%. Finn only got that match because Punk wanted him in it and it was in his hometown. But at the same time, if you're going to put Finn in that match, if you're not going to put him over and put the belt on him in his hometown, then why even have him in the match? I mean, I'm not saying that he should be world champ, but I'm just saying the fact that you put him in that main event spot because I don't know. There's rumors that he's not happy, whether that's true or not, and he's talking about leaving. I mean, if he does, good riddance. Because
Yeah,
I'm not the biggest fan of him. I mean, he's okay, but he's not a world champ in the WWE.
no, but he could be champion AEW.
Yeah,
And remind me, I'll add something on that here in a minute. But here's my thing: I heard people saying that, oh, Finn should have won. Why? Why? What are you talking about? He had no reason to even be in that match except that it was in his hometown.
right.
So I don't get that. But everybody's got their own opinion, you know. Um, so I want to touch on one thing that I heard before I came on the show, and I want to see if you've heard this. Is Luke Hobbs leaving AEW and coming to WWE?
Yes, I have heard that he is actually already signed,
Okay. Well, I was
and
gonna say they could always just trade Finn Balor for Luke straight up, and I'd be fine with
yeah,
that.
and I've heard that he is already signed, and we could see him at the Royal Rumble. That's the rumor.
Oh, okay. I'm a big Luke Hobbs guy. Now, granted, I know he needs some work. I really hate it that he has to go to NXT, but he probably has to get some of that AEW bullshit stink off of him
Yeah,
because you got to learn some other stuff. I mean, but the dude's got the look. He's what, 35 maybe?
yeah,
He's 35. I mean, man, I'm
but
glad he's coming to the WWE. I wish MJF was coming with him. Uh,
hey, real quick, beef though, it's not Luke Hobbs, it's Will Hobbs.
what did I say? Luke?
Yeah,
Oh, well, whatever. Hell.
but we knew what
It's
you meant.
Hobbs and Shaw, god dang
Yeah,
it.
we knew what you meant though.
My man, I'm old, man. Forgive me. Old
Yeah,
Willie.
you're good. I just didn't want you to keep saying it wrong.
Man, I know I appreciate it. Yeah, let me know. All right. So I think we're done on the current stuff, ready to get into some fun stuff. We are going to rebook the Royal Rumble 2005. Now, I was going to do this. I don't know if you had this, but I was actually going to run it down the matches, explain who won, and then talk about the Rumble before we change it.
Okay.
So I don't know if you had wrote all that down or not.
No, I didn't. But you can go ahead and do that if you want.
Yeah. And then you decide whether I go first or you go first. But we're going to tell you just to refresh your memory, guys. Um, The Royal Rumble 2005. Now, in the Rumble, this is where Vinnie Mac blows out both his quads when Cena and Batista go over at the same time. But we're going to read off the regular match card because we're going to rebook it and we're going to rebook the Rumble. So the match card first up was Maven defeating Rhino, Edge defeating Shawn Michaels, where he did hold the ropes, but he got the win. Uh, Casket match: Undertaker defeated Heinenreich. JBL in a triple threat for the title against Kurt Angle and the Big Show. JBL retained, and in the World Championship match, Triple H versus Randy Orton, and Triple H retained. Now on to the Rumble. First in was Eddie Guerrero, then Chris Benoit, Daniel Puder, Hardcore Holly, the Hurricane, Kenzo Suzuki, which I don't know why he was in there, Edge, Rey Mysterio, Shelton Benjamin, Booker T, Chris Jericho, Luther Reigns, Mohammed Hassan, Orlando Jordan, Scotty 2 Hotty, Charlie Haas, Rene Dupree, Simon Dean. As you can see, this is an all-star cast, guys.
Yeah.
Shawn Michaels, Kurt Angle, Jonathan Coachman, Mark Jindrak, Viscera, Paul London, John Cena, Snitsky, Kane, Batista, Christian, and number 30, woo, Rick by God Flair. So now I do have who they were eliminated by, but I don't think we really need to go through all that. But I did have that down if we needed to too. But we know in the end, after they restarted the match, Batista won. Uh, it was a decent Rumble. Wasn't one of the greatest for me. Like I said, I think it was a lack of star power in a lot of this. I mean, there were a few good names because I really had a kind of tough time rebooking this. So I took some out and put other people in because I would have revamped most of this. But so, BJS, you want to take it away or you want me to get started?
Sure, yeah, I can. And I did the same thing as you. I took some guys out as well and replaced them.
Okay.
What's up, RB?
What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Thank y'all for coming. I hope you're liking the show. BJS is gonna give you how he would have fantasy booked the Royal Rumble 2005.
Okay, guys. So this is how I would have rebooked the Royal Rumble 2005. So the original opening match was Rhino versus Maven. I'm not a fan of Maven. I don't think Maven should have been on that card in a singles match. So I took him out and I made it Rhino versus Hardcore Holly, with Hardcore Holly picking up the win over Rhino.
Okay, good call.
Second match, I have Edge versus HBK. And I kept that one the same with Edge winning by holding the ropes because I was okay with that because that's great for his heel run. And I like that finish. The next match is Undertaker versus Heidenreich in a casket match. And I stole this one from Beef because I liked it so much that it does nothing for Undertaker to win this match. So I'm having Heidenreich win, and the way he wins is he gets put in the casket, it almost gets closed, and his fear of caskets really kicks in, and he goes crazy, and that's how he defeats the Undertaker and puts him in the casket to win the match.
Good call.
Then the triple threat, JBL versus Big Show versus Kurt Angle. I kept that the same with JBL winning because 2005 was when JBL was just really carrying the company, and that was probably some of his best work ever. So I just felt the need to keep the belt on him and keep that run going.
Agreed.
Triple H versus Randy Orton for the World Heavyweight Championship. I mean, I kept Triple H as the winner. He's the game. Of course, he comes out on top with the World Heavyweight Championship. And then my Royal Rumble, are we reading each one, like what number they come in, or?
I mean, I am, but you don't have to. I mean, whatever
Okay.
you want to
No,
do.
that's fine. So yeah, so number one, I kept Eddie. Number two, Benoit. Three, the Hurricane. Four, Edge. Five, Ray. Six, Shelton Benjamin. Seven, Booker T. Eight, Y2J. Nine, Orlando Jordan. 10, Scotty Too Hottie. 11, Charlie Haas. 12, the Animal. 13, Chris Masters. 14, Chavo Guerrero. 15, Gold Dust. 16, Mark Henry. Or Matt Hardy, sorry. 16, Matt Hardy. 17, Mark Henry. 18, Maven. I did put Maven in the Rumble, even though I took him off the card. 19, RVD. 20, Rob Conway. 21, Hacksaw Jim Duggan, because we all love those surprise legend
Yeah.
entrances. 22, Sergeant Slaughter. 23, Eugene. And then 24, Kurt Angle. 25, John Cena. 26, Kane. 27, Snitsky. 28, Batista. 29, Christian. And 30, the Nature Boy. Woo! And as that match goes on and we get down to the final four, my final four are Cena, Booker T, Batista, and Flair. And Batista and Flair team up to take Booker T out. That leaves the three of them, Flair, Batista, and Cena. Flair and Batista team up and take Cena out, and then Batista throws Flair out to win, completely win by himself. No restart the match. I'm okay with Dave Batista winning the Royal Rumble. It just he needed to win it flat out, not restarting the match.
Right. Right. And that's really good. And him throwing Flair out, because Flair did try to throw him out earlier in the match.
Yeah.
So no, I like it, man. We got a lot the same. So anything else you want to touch on before I jump on mine?
I think I covered what I had, so I'm ready for hear yours.
But I think it's really good, man. I really do. Um, Once again, just like you, I took Maven out, but he will be in the Rumble later. I did put him in there too. So we've got a lot of similar stuff. I had Tajiri facing Rhino, and I actually had Tajiri hitting him with the mist and winning with the ref not seeing it. The Edge, Shawn Michaels, I did leave that the same. I thought him holding the ropes was a good way to keep the heel run going. And plus, I've got something else planned later. So I like that. Left it the same. And of course, I ain't even really got to redo the Undertaker Heinen right because my man here decided to book it just like I did, except I still would have had Snitsky help him. I would have thrown that part in there. But
Oh
the
yeah,
whole
yeah,
part
yeah.
about the K, about him being locked in the casket or about to be, and then going crazy because if you remember, they were leading it up that he had this phobia of caskets and stuff. So that would have been a great way.
Right.
It wouldn't have hurt the Undertaker any because it wasn't WrestleMania, so it wouldn't have killed the streak. I mean,
Right.
hell, the Undertaker, and if they were really trying to push this guy, that could have put him over. And I liked Heinenreich. I thought some of the way they did his character could have been a little better, but I thought he could have had a decent run, but he didn't. The championship triple threat, I left the same. JBL winning. JBL was great as a heel. He does not get his just due for carrying the company when nobody else really wanted to step up, and he pulled that off. Uh, Now the main event, besides the Rumble, Triple H versus Randy Orton. I could have went about this two ways. If I'm letting Batista win the Rumble, I think I let Orton win this because I did not want to break up Evolution. Even though Randy had already left, I think they should have brought in Mark Jindrak, which I think he was supposed to have been part of it before and then wasn't. So you could have stuck Mark Jindrak into Randy Orton's spot. Not that he would have done as well, but you could have kept the Evolution gimmick going a little longer. And then you could have had the Batista turn, but not yet.
Right.
But I still went ahead, left it at Triple H winning, and I'll get to who he's going to face later after the Rumble. So, in the Rumble, I had Eddie Guerrero, number 1, Jericho, number 2, Daniel Puder at 3. 4 is the Hurricane. 5, Rey Mysterio. 6, Shelton Benjamin. 7, it's the Boogeyman, and he's coming to get you. 8 is
Nice.
Chris Benoit. 9 is Muhammad Hassan. 10 is Booker T. Charlie Haas at 11. Hardcore Holly 12. Viscera 13. And Big Maven, since we took him off the card earlier, comes in at 14. Kane comes in at 15. 16 is Snitsky. 17 is Edge. 18 is Tatanka. 19 Goldust. 20 Batista. 21 Chris Masters. 22 Carlito. 23 Rene Dupree. 24 Tyson Tomko. 25 Matt Hardy. 26 Shawn Michaels. 27 John Cena. 28 is Christian. 29 is Angle. And 30 is Flair. I think we all left Flair the same. So I'm gonna run it down. I did a little more than you just did with the 4. So the first one out was Daniel Puder. He gets thrown out by the Hurricane. Number 2 is the Hurricane. He gets thrown out by the Boogeyman. The Boogeyman is number 3 to go. He gets thrown out by the real Boogeyman, Chris Benoit. Number 4, Charlie Haas gets eliminated by Muhammad Hassan. The 5th man eliminated is Muhammad Hassan by everybody that's in the ring. Let's see. Number 6 is the same thing. Viscera. Everybody in the ring took him out. So they're taking
That's
out
going
the
to take
people they
almost
don't care
everybody.
for very much, you know?
Yeah.
Number 7. Number 7, Hardcore Holly is taken out by somebody with almost as good a drop kick as him, and that is Maven. Maven eliminates Hardcore Holly. Number 8, Maven gets eliminated by Kane. Maven is celebrating, and Kane just choke slams him and throws him straight over the ropes. Number 9, Rey Mysterio gets tossed by Kane. He tries to do one of his little flippy dudes, and Kane just throws him crash and burn. 10, Shelton Benjamin is eliminated by Snitsky. Number 11, Snitsky is eliminated by Tatanka.
Nice.
Number 12, Goldust is eliminated by Kane. 13, Booker T is eliminated by Batista. If you know wrestling, you know some of these things why they're put in there.
Oh yeah. They had real life heat at one
Oh
point.
yeah. Oh yeah. Number 14, Chris Benoit is eliminated by Chris Masters. 15, Jericho is eliminated by Carlito. 16 is Rene Dupree, eliminated by Batista. 17, Carlito is eliminated by the Nature Boy Ric Flair. One nut shot and then right over the ropes. 18, Matt Hardy is eliminated by Christian and Tomko. 19 Tatanka is eliminated by Kane. I should have wrote this better. Number 20, Eddie Guerrero is eliminated by Ric Flair.
Nice.
He's getting him back for stealing his number. 21, Chris Masters is eliminated by Batista. 22, Edge is eliminated by Christian and Tomko. 23, Kane is eliminated by Batista. 24, Kurt Angle is gone by John Cena. Ah, damn, figure's falling over. I guess Vince didn't like my booking. He just fell over. Uh, John Cena is eliminated by Tomko and Christian. Number, let's see, where we at? 26. 26, Tyson Tomko is eliminated by Flair and Batista. 27, Ric Flair is eliminated by Christian. 28, Christian is eliminated by Batista. And 29, Batista is eliminated by Shawn Michaels. Shawn Michaels lost
Yep.
earlier, comes back, wins the Rumble, and goes on to face Triple H for the world title.
Hey, I really like that. That's great booking.
Like I said, I could have stuck with Batista, but I wanted to go a little different. And the way, if you watch that Rumble, the way Michaels came back and was just bouncing around, it looked like he had got his smile back, even though he had just lost a match earlier. So he has, even though that would have gave him 3, and he would have been tied with Austin now. Uh,
Right.
and I don't really like people winning that much. I really don't mind it if they win another one. I just don't like it when they win back to back as much. But
Yeah.
that's my booking. I hope people didn't get bored with it. Uh, so what I want to do now? You got anything else you want to touch on that before we get off of it?
No, I think we both did great. I
Hey,
like
how
your
you doing, man? What's up,
I
Wieners?
like your I like even though I kept Batista winning, I like your ending just a little bit better than mine, but that's okay. Um, and then you told me to remind you that you had some stuff you wanted to show.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that after this. We're gonna do the
Okay.
little beefing with beef segment, and then we'll jump right into it. We got like 23 minutes, so we should have
Okay.
plenty of
Yeah.
time. So I'm just gonna jump right into it because we just mentioned it. So, should somebody win multiple rumbles? Yes or no?
No.
Not at all.
No. I don't like him winning multiple because I mean, you just need to spread it out. Like that's somebody wins that, they get the title shot, they go on. That's their big push. And I don't like people winning multiple rumbles, especially back to back, like you said. But yeah, I think that just should be one and done with the rumble.
Well, and I kind of agreed to that, but when I think you think about Edge or a Shawn Michaels or somebody who got hurt or had to leave the company and comes back for a second run, I think as long as it's not back to back and there's been some years in it and they've had a resurgence and fought their way back up, I think I'm okay with it then. You know,
Yeah.
like Shawn Michaels winning in '96, then he wins in 2005. Okay, I get it.
Right.
And plus, if it's going into storyline that feeding in, because the Triple H Shawn Michaels storyline is there forever. So
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Now, if it was just throwing it in there with say Chris Benoit or something, and it didn't really make booking sense where there was really no feud, then maybe.
Right.
So that's how I feel on that. Woo. Okay, and here's the other one. We got 3. We already got one done. Should the winner automatically get a title shot?
I say yes because by having somebody win the Royal Rumble to get a title shot, that's where you can get people that would not necessarily get a title shot elsewhere without winning that Royal Rumble.
Okay, and I agree with that to an extent. But here's where the beefing with beef comes in. Uh, I'm it's kind of back and forth with me because I get that. I like the concept of it, but I also like the concept like how it was in the beginning before they ever went to that. Because you had Hacksaw winning, you had Big John Studd winning, You could get these other guys that weren't necessarily going to be able to get a title push, but still be able to win the Rumble. But at the same time, then does it become the WrestleMania Battle Royal then? And
Yeah.
nobody really even thinks of it. So you're probably right, but I just wish there was more way to have more people a chance than like most rumbles when you watch, there's like a chance of like four people. Like I say right now, it's either Braun Breaker, Cody Rhodes, um, Roman Reigns, or what? One other guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's who you think, there's not enough. And that's another thing. This is kind of off the topic, but we're still in the rumble. It's fine to have a couple like throwbacks, somebody come back to a rumble, but why they always have the tag team guys in there? None of the tag team guys were gonna win. Hawk was not gonna go on to face the world champion. Marty Jannetty was not
Yeah.
gonna go on to face Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
So it would to me it was just a wasted spot. But then they may have not had as many people on the roster back then. But it
Right.
just, the Bushwhackers, come on. Luke and Butch gone in 14 seconds. Santino Morello and knocking himself out. Come on, man.
Yeah.
It-
I'm glad you mentioned that about the tag teams because I was going to say that too. Like, it's just dead obvious that a tag team is not going to win the Royal Rumble.
yeah. I mean, it's just not going to. Jerry Sags is not winning, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean? But, and what about this? Say you cut it in half to 15. Now, I don't think you could do it today because I don't think you got four good tag teams. But what if back in the day, in like at the 80s, early 90s, what if they had a tag team Royal Rumble?
I like it.
You know?
Yeah. You get 15 tag teams in there, winner takes all.
I mean, as far as I know, it's never been done, right?
No, I've never seen it.
I mean, that's still 30 people. You get 15 tag teams, you got 30 people. And don't do it like them dumb battle royals where if your partner gets thrown out, you're eliminated too. It's like, I didn't get
Right.
thrown out, bro.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? I got to get out. But the last thing we're going to touch on is should should the belt be on the line? Not a champion, not a chance for a title shot. Should the belt be on the line if you win the Rumble?
That's a tough one because I kind of agree with it, and I would really like to see it because I think that makes the Rumble even more special because you have that title. Anybody can winner takes all, but at the same time, I don't know if that's really fair. I know they did it in '93 for Flair, and that was a great Rumble, but
92.
'92, sorry, '92. I was only like 3 years old, so
I
yeah.
know. I just give you shit.
No, I know. But I don't know if that's really fair to the person who's the champion coming in because he could get thrown out early in the match and then or I mean he gets thrown out and he technically didn't get beat like pinfall or nothing like that. He just
Right.
got thrown over the ropes.
I got you. But just think if the title would have been on the line in 2020 when Brock Lesnar entered it and he was the champion.
Yeah. That would have been really
You
cool.
know?
Like I said,
But
I think it's a great idea and I'm all for it. I'd like to see it at least try it once and see how it does. I mean,
yeah, I mean, I don't think maybe every time because then you just kind of get bored of it. But like if it
right.
was like every 5 years, there was some way where the belt was on the line or the champion had to defend it in a rumble or something like that. I think it would
Yeah.
just add to the excitement a little bit.
Because we talked about this too, and now I mean, the Rumble is not the only way to the championship picture anymore. I mean, you got the Elimination Chamber, you got other stuff that can
Money
get
in
you
the
there.
bank.
Money in the bank, yeah,
Yeah. And then they're always doing fatal four-way for the number one contender and uh
right.
all that shit. So there's plenty other ways. Uh But you got anything else? If not, I'm gonna bring a few things up here I want to show real quick. I had some stuff give to me and then some stuff come in. So I'm gonna
Okay, yeah,
show it
no,
real
go
quick.
ahead, take the floor, show it off.
Well, first off is what you BJS Fig sent me. So tomorrow night on TikTok, we'll be opening this on Wrestling Wednesday. I already got the rest of the set, so we can finally build the Corey Graves. Now, what I want to show right here is a little package I got from J&J Collectibles. And what I got was people always ask me when we do the room tours, do you have this figure? Do you have that figure? Well, I do not have this figure, but I do now. We got Barry Horowitz.
Oh Lord,
We finally got Barry Horowitz.
the ultimate jobber.
Hey, I couldn't beat the price on it, man, so I had to
Yeah,
snatch it up. And they've got a lot of cool figures on here. They got Mantar, but I already had a Mantar. Max Moon, PN News, a Rene Dupree would be pretty cool. The Conquistadors, just a Ox Baker. You know, I wish we could get more figures in elite style, but sometimes I will pick them up in that style or a different style just to have representation of that character.
right.
Another one everybody always asks me for, and I don't know if I'll ever get the rest of them. But when they say, "Do you have the Spirit Squad?" I got Kenny.
Kenny Dykstra.
And look, it's got the KB toy sticker still on it.
Nice.
$8.99.
We'll never see those prices again.
Oh no. Never. Never. And then one more thing that I got from J&J, and I don't know if you have this or not. You may have it, and you may actually have it signed. But for the price it was, I went and got this. I think this is by Super 7, but it's Matt Cardona.
That's very nice. I'll grab mine real quick. Mine's signed, but it's not that one. It's a different version.
Oh, okay. But this one looks really cool, and for the price, I don't know if I want to open it though or not. But Matt Cardona, always ready. Yeah, that's clean, man. But I just thought, and that one's really cool. That one's got a title belt, huh?
Yes. Yep.
Okay. See, this one doesn't have a title. But man, really cool. And the last thing I want to show, my buddy brought these to me today. I was not expecting this. He said, Beef, me and the wife found something for you. We picked it up. So we're going to take it back a little bit. First, we're going to go to 2011, and we're going to go with the Brahma Bull, The Rock.
Oh, nice.
Now, these actually have a gimmick in there. I'm going to have to fool with it, see if it still works. I think these are supposed to make sounds, but pretty cool little pickup. And then this one. Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's awesome. I had
1998.
yes, I had that as a kid. I don't have it no more, but I had it as a kid.
With on balance, off balance. Oh, yeah.
I had a lot of wrestling matches with it.
See, I used to have the old Hogan and the Ultimate Warrior. Is the
Okay.
two I had. But man, I just thought that was really cool, man. He's like, "Yeah,
Yeah,
come to
that
the
is.
car, man. I got something for you." I was like, "Man, that's cool."
Hell yeah.
But man, we're getting pretty good at this because we actually ran. We still got 10 minutes. If
Yeah.
you got
Well,
something you want to talk about,
sure. I got something to show off. I had a little mail day today too from
nice.
Ringside Collectibles. So I picked up one from Elite Series 123 and two from 124. So
Okay.
we got the new Nikki Bella,
My wife's favorite.
and now I can complete my Bella twins because I already have the older Bree.
Oh,
And
okay.
then these two are first time in the line tag team, and they are the Motor City Machine Guns,
Nice.
Alex Shelley and Chris Sabin.
Very cool.
Now I was looking these two over, and I already know one complaint that I'm going to have about them is Chris Sabin comes with a soft goods jacket, which I love. I love soft goods, but I'm looking at Alex Shelley, and he has a rubber jacket. I don't
Oh,
understand that, but yeah, I guess I got to take what I got to take.
dang. Yeah, I think I may pick those up too. I'm gonna think about picking them up and the Creed brothers. Um, but let me tell you, since you're speaking on that, I called ringside today to find out what orders I had out. And I don't know what happened. I know I'm getting old, bruh, but the Jay Uso and the CM Punk, they say I have no order of.
What?
Yep. They said there shows no order for that. I said, you got to be freaking kidding me. I know I
Right.
ordered this. They're like, no. And there was one other thing. They're like, no, you didn't order that either. I'm like, are you shitting me? She's like, no. Well, now the Jay Uso's not even up.
Damn.
Yeah, you can still get the Punk, but I mean, I'm sure the Uso will probably come back, but
Yeah, I'm sure.
it's not up there right now.
Right.
And I was just like, what are we doing? But I got the SummerSlam coming. I got the Ultimate Wave coming. I've got the Stone Cold with the baseball jersey coming. Um,
812
the
just picked that up for me today.
the wave with Coco Beware and Stephanie Vaquer and Julia and all that. And that wave looks insane. That
Yeah.
wave right there is how they need to make elite waves. You've got what, two or three first time in the lines, and then
Yes.
Crush that we haven't had since 2014. And also, I just found this out. That Crush is not the same mold from the 2014. This is a brand new sculpt.
Nice.
A brand new sculpt. So,
But yeah,
man,
that's a hell of a line. That's the way they should all be. Of course, we'll never get that lucky, but
yeah. And I mean, I get it. Sometimes maybe it's hard because you don't have that many new people that getting a figure and new people signed. But when you have them right now, like where where's the Mark Henrys?
I agree. 812.
You may be right, 812. You may be right, man. I don't know
Yeah,
what's going
I'm
on,
right there
man.
with you, Beef. Where's the Mark Henrys? Where's the Tito Santanas? Where's the Tatankas? I mean,
Hell, where's the Jesse Ventura that was supposed to have been out on the
yeah,
14th from
yeah,
Mattel Creations?
yeah. It's crazy. You sign all these guys. You say they got figures coming, and then you're not releasing them.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I like what you're putting out. But
Yeah,
some of these waves, it's just too many repaints. Now we're like we were talking the other night, the SummerSlam wave. I mean, is a lot of people really gonna buy that? Because I mean, I think people may buy the China unless they get
yeah.
the Monday Night Wars, and I think they'll buy more of that one because it's easier to find than the Monday Night Wars. But I don't know if that set's
Sure.
gonna sell too well. I don't know how many
No,
people are really gonna want to build a figure Jesse Ventura.
yeah.
You know,
And
not everybody is the
well,
biggest marks as we are. You know what I mean?
right, yeah. And if that wasn't a builder figures line, it definitely wouldn't sell. It'd be shelf warming like crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I think the China and the Mankind would go. I think everything else would
Yeah,
pretty much shelf warm because
because
the Mankind would go because of the belt,
yes,
because it's got the smoking skull belt in it.
and
But
that China is just really good. So I mean,
yeah. But the China, you are right. The Chinas are close to the same. I need to go back and
yeah,
make sure. But if anybody out there finding the Monday Night War wave, let me know because I went to the one store that usually carries them by me, and they got nothing. All they got over there is the NWO 3 pack that they still won't come off of $75 for.
yeah, you are. Yeah, you are right. 812 and that SummerSlam line. There is a lot of remakes. That Mankind is a remake from the old SummerSlam Elite where he has the Attitude Era Championship belt, and then the Triple H is a remake from his
I've
Ultimate
got it
Edition.
sitting in there on the shelf.
Yeah,
I was like, dang,
But
I already
another,
got this.
another topic that me and you talked about, and you brought this up, Beef, but I want to throw it out there. So Mattel, Ringside, all you figure companies, if you're listening, this newest top picks wave with John Cena and Seth Rollins, that's how you do a top picks. That's what we want in a top picks, not 50 million Cody Rhodes and
Randy Orton.
Randy Orton.
I
Yeah,
mean, and nothing against Randy Orton. I love Randy Orton, but there's just not much you can really do with his figures.
right.
You know what I mean? And Cody, golly, I think we've got enough Codys for a while. We
Yes,
still got that other one that's coming out in the red, which I will get that one because that looks badass. But
right.
a lot of these, like that Cody's in one of the waves, and I'm just like, I don't need that figure. So if it's
Yeah,
not a build a figure wave, I'm really not getting the whole sets. I'm about the same way with CM Punk, even though I love CM Punk. I've got enough punks,
yeah.
you
I
know.
said the same thing. I love CM Punk, but really, you're getting the same figure over and over, just a different pant color or a different shirt or something like that.
But they be tempting us because they're like, well, let's give him the one where he had this suit from Survivor Series.
Right.
But man, if we're
And
not
then
getting a jacket in that, which I don't think we are, because I went back and looked and I hadn't heard anybody saying anything about the jacket
that's crazy.
in that top picks. It should have the jacket.
Yes.
So
Uh,
if they would have put the jacket in there, then that's how you do it. But without the jacket, I mean, I
right.
already ordered it, but
Right. Yeah. And I don't know if you saw or heard anything about this, but I was seeing today a lot of people are complaining about the build a figure Jesse Ventura. They're saying that it doesn't even look like Jesse, it looks like Sergeant Slaughter.
I was looking at the pictures earlier and I just kind of glanced and I'm like, that Jesse looks a little funny to me, but I didn't have time to really look at it close. But hell, maybe it is Sarge.
Yeah.
But don't they still have Sarge under contract or no?
uh I know he was, but I don't know if he is currently because I know he's been working with the big rubber guys and that. So
Hmm. Yeah, but Sarge, he one of them ones where he got like he can do a contract with everybody. Hell,
yeah. Because I feel like if he still had a contract, we should be getting figures from him. I mean, I know he was the first Coliseum Ultimate, and I missed out on that one, which really sucks. But because
you still
now the
don't
price
have it.
of no, and the price is crazy.
What's the
Uh,
price on it now? What 150?
I yeah, I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
but I might be going to meet him soon, and I don't know if he'll have any for sale or not. I mean, I don't know if he'd sell it to me without signing it, but I might ask him.
Gotcha. Yeah. I don't know if he'll have any of those. I've got
Yeah,
mine and got it signed by him.
right.
Yeah. And he signed it in two places too. That thing looks amazing.
Oh, I bet. Do you have the black card?
I don't think it's the black card.
Oh, just the okay.
Yeah, it's just the regular.
Billy Gunn has a special contract, 812.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like Sarge. He's got one of them special contracts.
AKA that's because he's boys with the boss. That's why they're making his figures.
Yeah. Hey, them Road Dog and Billy Gunn figures look great coming out
They
from the
do.
Monday Night Wars. I'm gonna get those. Well, I
And
say I'm gonna get
oh,
those. Somebody's probably gonna have to get them for me because I don't ever get the
right.
Monday Night Wars around here. But
That's another thing. 812. I forgot. The reason they can get away with making Billy Gunn figures is because WWE owns the rights to the Billy Gunn name.
right, and that's why a lot of these other companies like Major Pod or Hastel Toys, when you see us say Tony Norris or Brian Adams, is because they can't use Ahmed Johnson. They can't use Crush. They can get
Right.
around it and still do the figures in that gear, but they just have to use their real names. But guys, we are right there at 8 o'clock. BJS, man, I had a good time. I think the show went good. I hope everybody enjoyed it. We're gonna keep doing this next week. We're doing Royal Rumble 2011, and then the week after that, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. We got a different kind of style we're going to jump into, but we'll keep going back and forth. So take us on out, BJS.
All right, guys. Thanks everybody for all the love and support and showing up every Tuesday. We love you guys. I had a great show with Beef, and I feel like we're getting better and better. And let's just really build this YouTube account up. We've already been built up on TikTok, but now it's time to take it to another level.
Yes, sir. Hey, guys, always make sure you're liking, sharing. Hell, share it to anybody. You can copy the link when it reposts tomorrow. Send it to your friends and tell them, hey, give these efforts a chance. God damn, that's all we ask. Until then, we may be leaving, but we still those uncultured heathens.